Tesla's not going anywhere. You know, love him or hate him, Elon Musk is still a visionary, and I think he's thought of everything in regards to that, and so he's just the face. I wish he would be quiet with that face, but honestly, the product itself is outstanding. So these homes have the solar shingles, which are absolutely stunning. If you look on the outside, it's not that basic shingle. It's got this nice shimmery sheen. You've got the power walls in the second floor of the garage, which actually store the power. And then of course you've got your EV chargers in the garage for your electric cars.
So solar panels actually convert solar energy into electricity. And what happens is that when you grab that electricity and you use it in your home, you're going to have an excess of it because you're not using all that power that's being produced, especially during the peak sun, for example. So what happens is that when you have the excess electricity, you can put it in batteries. That battery is stored there electrochemically. And later on, you can use the electrochemistry basically in reverse to use that into powering your house. So you can store a lot of that energy into these batteries and later use them over days. So it could be in between 2 or 3 days, even up to 5 days that you can use them depending on how big the battery is.
Okay, right now we're next to the Powerwall, which is on the second floor of the garage. This is where all the energy is stored that comes from the shingles and the roofs. We're hit it seems like every summer now, or even every winter now that we've had the winter Armageddon storm a couple years ago. So think about all the people that die because of not having power. I mean, people are dying of heat stroke. Their babies are going without bottles. People are having to leave town just because there's no electricity. I mean, we had a windstorm last year, Hurricane Beryl, and that thing took out the city for 2 weeks in some instances. In my particular neighborhood in Spring Branch, we were without power for 2 weeks.
Yeah, so Texas has an independent grid, and that independent grid is disconnected from the rest of the US. And so what happens is that if your system in Texas gets overwhelmed, the whole system fails in Texas. And that's why you have these mass power outages. And so these microgrids, or kind of self-sufficient communities, what it does is that it doesn't rely anymore on that large scale grid. You can store locally your energy. You don't have to rely, for example, on a power plant failing or the transmission line.
No, most homeowners here don't own a Tesla, and that's the funny thing about it. You know, they're not big, huge supporters of Elon Musk. I mean, not many people are right now. Very controversial subject, but he has nothing to do with these homes.
So at the end of 2024, we were seeing that Powerwall 3, it dethroned Enphase as the most popular battery for the first time in 4 years. Huge. After the inauguration, we started receiving calls from homeowners. We started seeing homeowner messages in our marketplace. We started hearing from installers that all of a sudden there's this uptick of homeowners saying, hey, don't tell me anything Tesla. Don't give me anything Tesla. I want nothing to do with Elon Musk. What else do you have? So we dug into the data And we started to see, compared to the messages that we got about Tesla a year ago, it was double the amount post inauguration. And of people who were asking us about Tesla, 68% of them were specifically saying, what do you have for alternatives? So we created a battery guide just all about alternatives to send to people, but we just kept hearing messages after message. And installers were also telling us that they were hearing from homeowners, and they were kind of bewildered as well, like no one wants Tesla anymore. And of course, you see Elon in the news, so you know why people are having this distaste. And some installers we spoke with said, like, you gotta separate the art from the artist a little bit here. It's still a great product. It's an awesome product for homeowners, but at the end of the day, if the homeowner doesn't want it, we're happy to suggest alternatives. There are other great batteries on the market.
This is what victory feels like. Yeah! My heart goes out to you. Thank you.